Hi, you're listening to In My Experience by Savannah Reeves. Enjoy. Hey, welcome back to another real life example of energy healing in the moment and what it feels like. The purpose of this is to explain more and in greater detail of what it's like actually healing your body. So I'm going to speak this out via first person as if I did it. And you can interpret it and feel it as if you did it, okay? So I'm laying in a relaxing, I've rested my nervous system. This example is in the bath. I'm getting towards the end of the bath after being soothing and relaxing to my nervous system. And I come to feel a tightness in my belly. I'm familiar with different blockages in my belly, in my solar plexus area. And even though I might not have the information or the data of what exactly that blockage is from, I can still feel the condensed and the contracted energy that isn't healthy. It means something's wrong because I've felt in, I've brought my attention into it, and it doesn't feel right. So I sat there and I said, okay, it's okay. I see you. I accept you for being here. I don't need to push you away. I don't want you to go away. This is me talking to just this energy that feels kind of like a knot in my stomach, but it feels like the size of my fist, just smaller than my fist. And I say, it's okay. You can be here, and just giving it acceptance. And right before that, I was thinking about my old workplace, and I was getting angry, and I was mad at the injustices. I was mad. And so as I affirm to that energy blockage and I say, it's okay, I accept you, I kind of realized that it got activated when I was thinking about that. So I just surrender my mind. I'm not trying to control anything, and I'm just feeling into that blockage. And as I do, my imagination awakens, and I see how much that last workplace was beating away at me, sort of like injuring different parts of me. But the message or the secret is that blockage in my belly was allowing that mistreatment. It was allowing multiple people to walk over me or establish dominance in a way that didn't feel right. And for me to sit through long periods of knowing that what I'm doing, I should be doing something else. I shouldn't be suffering in this way. So that wound is there because I didn't have a strong enough sense of empowerment to know and to protect myself when I'm in the wrong place, self-worth to say, this isn't what I'm worthy of. I'm worthy of something different. And you see how it all comes from within. It's not the workplace's fault. It's essentially my fault for not protecting myself and establishing a greater sense of self-worth and self-preservation. I imagine a shield in that area, or I just imagine that area, that wound, as so wounded, as just constantly getting wounded and me allowing it. So once I came to that realization, I wrapped my arms around myself and I said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for letting you get wounded. I'm sorry for not standing up for you, for not being more confident and not being stronger, not being more protective. I'm sorry. Now, if emotions would have arose where I needed to express tears or sadness, I would have. And it probably would have been a couple of exhales of like a little sob. And then after that emotion passed, it probably wouldn't have been more than 15 seconds of being in that energy. But it didn't arise. But it's common for during similar awarenesses, realizations, for bouts of emotion to bubble up and need to be felt and expressed. And if you've never done that, just do it. It doesn't matter. You're not around anybody. Just let yourself cry for a second, and you'll be surprised at how quick it passes if you don't resist it. So going forward, I would tell you, and what I would do is throughout the day, to go in and just feel into that belly area, to where it used to be that block, and be the higher energy, be the righteous empowerment, be the healthy solar plexus, be the courage, be the protection, and just start to tell that area that reshape it, re-imprint on it. And I'll be mindful that there was a wound there at one point, and that it'll take some time to grow and heal, and it'll take that establishment of the correct healthy energy. But that wound, that block, the thorn was removed from it. And I'm not going to put myself in those situations. And the next time that a situation like that arises, I will have the awareness. Not just the self-determination that I will, but I know that I will. And it's going to feel a little difficult the first time. But I will use my new protective training that I'm establishing now. I will use it, and then the next time, and the time after that, and the time after that, it'll be easier, and then it'll be second nature. And that's how you heal your energy. I'm coming back because I'm listening to the astrology. Today is April 1st, 2025, and Saturn is moving from Pisces to Aries. But there feels like a similar feeling in that belly and that energy as to what Molly McCord is about to say, astrologer.
That are very important. And I'm going to start with Saturn. Saturn is actually in a phase through 2025 of appearing ringless from our vantage point here on Earth. That means that instead of Saturn being tilted where we see the rings, we're seeing Saturn's rings edge on. And when we see them edge on, they appear to disappear.
I don't know about you, but that activated that same solar plexus issue. Isn't that interesting? I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. If if whatever, I think it's because like a little bit of a fear gets brought up. Oh my God, why can't we? What happened to Saturn? Obviously, from here, nothing. The rings are still there, and the rings don't matter from day to day. But just talking internally and thinking and feeling. And anyway, I want you to message me on Instagram. My Instagram is serenity_Reiki, REIKI_wellness. And just share your thoughts about that. Did you have any emotion come up about it? Okay. Thanks for tuning in. If today's episode spoke to you, you'll love my book, Divine Alignment. It's a easy and simple guide for energy healing. Grab your copy now. Just click the link in the show notes. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a quick review, or share it with somebody who needs it. You can find all of my work on my website, www.serenityreikiwellness.com, and be sure to follow me on Instagram and send me a DM at serenity_Reiki_wellness. Bye.